Mr. Brightside by The Killers is one of the biggest hits of the 2000s, but this song also takes me back to being a student at university and also playing this in my old function band and wedding band. We were called Northern Vinyl, and I can't help but put a couple of clips up now of that just to show you guys what I used to do for a living before YouTube. So that was the band I used to be in, super fun. But with this one in particular, I did learn it wrong initially. Kind of just be able to play it and enjoy playing and singing it at the same time, because some of the picking in the middle parts can be very tricky and some of the stretches are really tricky. So I'm going to show you both ways, kind of a proper way and then a way that you can just learn it quickly if you need to do it for a gig. So let's have a close-up at this epic, awesome riff. So to save you tuning down, I'm actually in standard tuning here. You'll need to tune down by half a step if you want to play along to the original recording, or probably if you want to do it live, but let's just say we're in the key of D major, and we're playing this chord grip of a D major. Which is kind of a D sus2 sound, and we have the middle finger at the 17th fret, first finger at 16, little finger at 19, third finger at 17, and then a finished string open, which gives this riff its character. It's a very common thing with indie riffs of the 2000s to play riffs higher up the neck alongside some open strings. The picking's always the same pattern, starting at string 5. So that's 5, 4, 3, 4, and then coming all the way from string 1 to string 4. Now what I didn't do when I first learnt this, and what I wish I'd have persevered with, is to play with directional picking, which is moving in the direction of the next string you're going to hit. So picking in the direction of the next string you're going to hit. So that would be picking down, down, up, down, up, 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 up. Down, down, up, 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 up. And all that's happening there, if we look at where the string I'm going to hit next, string 5, 4, 3, then going to 4, and making those motions as small as possible, we're moving in the direction of the next string we're going to hit, so it's really economical, basically. What I did the first time I learnt it was just do everything on a down pick. Because I had to learn it quickly to be able to play in the band, basically. But I highly advise going for that way of picking, because I wish I had, and I now always, when I get up to speed with this riff, I default to doing it downs because I've been doing that for 18 years. Don't make my mistake, basically. The second chord grip is essentially like this D chord, but over C sharp. And then that first finger then moves to the G note. So that's moving 1, 2, 3. Good warm-up if you're not used to any of these kind of chord grips and it's all feeling a bit alien, is just going one way and then the other kind of diagonally on those middle 4 strings. That's what I did before actually playing this riff, just to kind of warm up. I'm doing it around here. Really cool warm-up just to be able to do it diagonally one way, diagonal the other, and that's a good way to get your fingers working to be able to play this riff. And other than that, it's just painstaking practice at a speed that's comfortable for you, where every pick is even. And again, if I'd have spent a lot more time at this kind of speed when I was first learning it, I would play it a lot more consistently when I move up to speed. I will leave a link to the tab in the video description, but let's move on to the other sections now because there's some really cool chord shapes happening in this. So as I mentioned before, that chord progression was essentially D over C sharp to G, so we're in standard tuning key of D. Next chord's going to be B minor, A major to G major for all that bridge. Oh, dress now, let me go. That's played on the original recording. Then this chord, crikey. Which I can't quite play, and I always used to play, especially while singing in a three-piece band. That's just a G chord or a G power chord, so no first finger and keeping the thinnest string ringing out, so it's kind of a G6. And you could even just kind of strum hybrid. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to play in a three-piece band, especially because you got to keep your vocal going and you're trying to get those lyrics out. But the way it's done on the original recording is the same picking as that intro. Over a B note, then that same chord over the A note. And then original recording, move that middle finger there and get that first finger. Which I don't think I could play stood up. You can see how I am here, you know, elbow as low as it will go to be able to do that stretch. I would just be doing this absolutely in a gig, but that's basically it. That's all of the bridge. Moving to the chorus, again, a couple of options. Core chords underneath all the riffs and everything. The underneath chords are the D major, G major, B minor, and A major. So jealousy, turning sense into the sea, turning who said about taking on your. That's like how the song goes, but lead guitar wise, it's a lot more. And again, in a three-piece band, to fill this out, I mean, we didn't have a synthesizer player, for example. I wanted to keep the open D string ringing out, which is why I didn't play that riff up here, which is how it's tabbed out, and I think how the original guitarist plays it. Same notes, but at 7th fret and 7th fret. 8th fret, 10th fret. And then this little thing on an A chord, like an A power chord, A sus4, normal A major chord. And then second part of that chorus, I did this. Which is like a D triad. Again, keeping this pedal note to fill out that sound. D major shape, but this is a G chord. 10th fret, 10th fret, and don't play the open G, and again open D. You could even add a B note there if you want, because it's technically a B minor. And that gets us through the chorus. For that synth part, again, stick my tube screamer on and overdrive pedal. I'll probably do this. The only other part to the song is in the breakdown. You guys remember that viral video that went around about 10 years ago where it kind of starts off like this? It's so That just reminds me of that video where it's playing like Beethoven's Fifth, isn't it? But this is, again, alternate picking, but kind of directional picking, really. Get that picking action going. D major scale. That's how to play Mr. Brightside. I'll leave a couple of links up here that might be helpful for you. If you enjoyed that, why not check out the courses available at andyguitar.co.uk, especially lots of lead guitar stuff to help you with this style of indie lead playing. Hope to see you over there. Bye-bye.